Hello friends, Enzo Taves here, and I want to talk to you about this guitar. This is the Godin Multiac Nylon SA. SA for synth action, and it's basically at the top of the Multiac line up. There's only a deluxe version that comes out every once in a while, and it's supposed to be like a premium version of this. That being said, you can find all the specs online. I'm just going to tell you here my impressions of the instrument. It's actually a pricey instrument, not cheap at all. That being said, you can get it used in the used market for 60-70% of the retail price, sometimes less. And at that price point, it's definitely worth having one if you believe you have the need for a stage nylon guitar. I made a review of the Grand Concert, also made a review of the Encore, and I want to tell you how this guitar compares to those and what I find it to be good about this instrument in particular. So I don't want to waste your time. I'll tell you straight up what's best about this guitar compared to the Encore, which is their entry line, and this is at the top of the range. For me, is the playability and the acoustic sound it has. Playability is still improved. It's a very premium guitar, and the neck is actually very similar to the Encore, but I would say it's a little bit wider at the nut. I don't know, it feels like it to me. This guitar is not a 2-inch, it's a little bit short of 2-inch nut width, which would be the classical neck profile. It feels a little bit thicker, chunkier than the Encore and more comfortable. It has a rich light fretboard, which allows for a very enjoyable experience. And it also has a thicker acoustic, more acoustic body. And that is something worth noting. Another improvement is that it has this RMC pickup system, individual humbucker for each string, which is actually an important feature. It gives you a very precise, pure tone, and it has a bigger chamber body with a moving top, which will give you an acoustic sound. If I bring the volume down here, let's see if you can hear the sounds of this guitar very quickly. All of that being said, okay, about this guitar, what do I think about the playability? Certainly improved. Not much to say. Excellent tuners, like I mentioned in the Encore guitar, design of this nylon multi-ax, tusk nut, and just a nut. Rich light fingerboard is a big plus. Mahogany neck. I'm a sucker for mahogany necks. I love what mahogany does for my playability. Prefer mahogany over any other wood for necks. And again, you have this synthesizer 13-pin connection all the way back here. Can you see that? Well, it's right here. Have not used that much in this guitar yet because it's expensive. It's very expensive to get those synthesizers that can work properly with this guitar, but at some point I will. Yeah, the knobs here, the switches, you have volume, have treble, and respectively mid and bass. And this is for your synthesizer right here, the very lower lever here. It's for your synthesizer volume, and these controllers are to switch patches in your synthesizer. And finally, this is to change the frequency of the mid. So one will give you kind of like a lower mid, and the other one is a higher mid. Improves clarity versus improves, let's say, warmth in the guitar. This is a big step up in price. It's almost double the price of an Encore. And I have to say, is this guitar worth the double the price of an Encore guitar? It would really depend on who you are, you know. If money's not much of an issue, for the extra features you get and the better playing guitar, the better sounding acoustic, and the electronics with the synthesizer, I would say definitely yes, it's worth it. If you if all you need is a workhorse for the stage for nylon, most likely the Encore will do if you can set it up correctly. I have to say also that the strings this guitar came with are the Godin guitar strings. They're disappointing. I think any D'Addario nylon strings will be better than this. I don't know. They don't help the guitar project. That's my opinion about this instrument. It's a premium instrument for the stage. I don't think I get gigs good enough right now in my career to use this guitar on stage, but I enjoy playing it so very much at home and for recordings that is worth having for me. One more thing I want to add, you know, I mentioned something about the ACS, which is the one with the solid top that doesn't move versus this one with the spruce top. This guitar has enough of an acoustic chamber and resonating, vibrating body acoustically that it actually helps this. I don't know, it does something. The sound kind of like revolves around so that you can get some percussion. Not much, but I feel it when I strum the strings. It is more lively than an ACS, much more. Unfortunately, I don't have an ACS to show you here, but it is more lively and it carries on the percussion. Does it do it as good as an Encore? I think the Encore, the fact that it has a sensor in the top makes it more lively a little bit. I would say the duet ambience sort of version of this guitar with the lyrical microphone might be able to do a better job at it, but I have not tried it. That being said, this is a very good guitar to have that middle point between a good guitar, I'm talking about within the Multiac range, to arpeggiate and solo. Again, these strings are not very but the EQ fixes anything, so I felt like I fixed quite a bit of that issue right there with the EQ in the guitar. Yes, so that's my opinion. You know, this is a premium guitar. Thankfully, the Encore is a starting point for working horse type of guitar. If you could get your hands between this one and an Encore, I would pick this one. If you're interested more in that percussion, I would pick this guitar with the lyrical microphone, if you care a lot about the loudness and the balance tonality of the acoustic sound, I would pick this one over the Encore. If the 13-pin connection is a must-have for you, then definitely have to go for this model. And the ACS would be a lower price option that would skip the acoustic sound, the unplugged sound. Those are your options. I believe Godin has a pretty comprehensive lineup with a properly priced products within the Multiac lineup. Definitely, and you do kind of get what you pay for, which is what I end up finding today. In most of this guitar market, it's rarely that you get less than you pay for. You usually get what you pay for, or maybe a little bit more if you're interested in a feature. Of course, when you're talking within categories of guitars and manufacturing and whatnot, you kind of get what you pay for. That being said, the value and reliability and features of lower level instruments has improved dramatically in the past few years. So you're getting a lot more than you were paying for entry level instruments 10 years ago. You're getting a lot more, but now it has become a standard at a $300-400 guitar that it is in within a brand, without a brand name, one of those small manufacturers can make a pretty good guitar, a usable instrument. The case of Godin is different. This is an established brand, a large manufacturer with a big lineup, and this Encore, ACS, SA, Multiac Nylon series. The question remains, is there anything out there that I've tried that is more affordable but actually delivers like this instrument? And so far, I have not found anything at this point. I would think that it has to do with the fact that to create an instrument, to mass produce an instrument at this level, you need to have a brand name to support it, because it will cost money. It will cost quite a bit of money to mass produce something like this. And everybody else trying to make nylon guitars, even Cordoba with the Cordoba stage, which I'm yet to try, they can't match these stage instruments because Godin makes the best. They have the perfect formula for me. This being said, I have to say that their slim neck profiles are not for me. I hate their slim neck profile in their Multiac series. But obviously that is a preference. That has nothing to do with the quality of the instruments. And there is people out there that really prefer that over this neck profile or the Grand Concert 2-inch nut width, which is actually my favorite. I hope this review helps you if you're looking into this guitar and you are trying to compare it to an Encore or an ACS. Okay, again, 13-pin MIDI. You must get this one if you want that better sounding chamber, acoustic body. You need to pick this one. Better playability. You need to pick this one. If you just need a workhorse to get out and play, definitely the Encore will take care of that and will sound good. And the percussion actually sounds better in the Encore over this one. So if you want all the high up features, you have to get this one plus the ambience if percussion is a thing for you. Guitar percussion. I hope this review helps you again, and looking forward to see you in a new video. Thank you.